Welcome to this weekend's project. It's been about a minute or two since I last looked at you and you looked at me. However, something happened. The alternator on my Lincoln Town Car decided to bid farewell. So with that being said, join me. I'm going to show you what I'm doing, what I started doing, and what I'm going to be doing. Stick around. Okay, so these cars come equipped with the beauty cover over the engine, which I've already removed. It's one bolt up top, and then it's got these little metal, I don't know what you call them, but all you gotta do is just pull it forward and it pops right out. Then you're gonna get yourself one of these, and you're gonna loosen the tension on the tensioner pulley and remove the belt that goes over the alternator. Just bring it under, don't pull it out. Bring it under and just set it right there so it doesn't lose its placement. That way when you go put it back on the new alternator, all you gotta do is just put it on and you're set to go. I've already removed the two top bolts, one of which is here. The other one's gone forever. Where did I put that some bitch? Just kidding, I found it. Then we have two up front at the bottom. Now, the trick to these is you don't have to take them out completely. Just loosen them up about a quarter of the way. Oh, I am going to need the extension. It's not the long one. Technically, you should shrink them out. But I remember these have to be moved. Which means I gotta remove this box, which is pulled back here. 7/6. Yeah, 7/16. I wanna make sure before I gave you the wrong number. I've been given the wrong number. Try to keep one of these around. Helps you, not lose your marble. Now I happen to have one of these, but you can use a flathead. Now what I can't remember is if it's a 10mm or not. We'll have to find out. Yeah, she is. Of course, she's stuck on there. All right. The alternator is out. Now all I got to do is take this to the auto parts because they'll give me credit for this old one and reverse everything. All right, off to the auto parts we go. I just wanted to take a quick moment and not look at the camera because I'm making a left-hand turn. No, so I just wanted to take a quick moment and let you guys know that this job, it is good for all Crown Victorias from early 90s to 2011, I think it is. Ford F-150s, Ford Expeditions, Econoline vans. If it's equipped with the 4.6 liter, whether it's the dual overhead cam or the single overhead cam, so that even means the Lincoln Mark 8 that I'm driving now, your Lincoln Navigators, a ton of the Ford Lincoln Mercury product. They are all the same identical top mounted alternator. Basically, it is a quick and simple job. So all of the early 90s to 2010, 2011 Lincoln Town Cars, Ford Crown Vics, Mercury Marauder, Mercury Grand Marquis, Lincoln Mark 8, the Lincoln Aviators. All these cars have the top mounted, wow, it's been a while. The top mounted alternator that is super easy to take apart. So just want to let you guys know. Now let's get back into the action. I'm in pain. And it's not because I ate something bad. Y'all remember when these alternators were like 60 bucks, 45? I get it. That was like pre-COVID. No, that was 10 years ago, 2014. An American car, typical standard alternator, was about, let's say, $68. I'm just going to throw that number out there because I remember those prices. So this is marked at $277 at my local auto parts store. You know what auto parts store I'm talking about. No difference, so you can go to the competitor, it's going to be the same thing. Now, I looked it up on the Amazonian website, and they're just about 90, 100, 105. Inflation, import tariffs, I get it. Assuming they're made overseas. But if they're remanufactured here at home, which these are remanufactured, these aren't brand new, why are you charging me $277 for it? Now, lately I've been going to auto parts stores and they tell me this story where they're going to hook me up and make a commercial account in my name, and they drop that price by $100. So yeah, it's no longer $277, it's $177. And then with my core, which is about 30 bucks, while you do the math, it's 140 and change plus tax, comes out to close to 160 bucks. That is still about 60 bucks more expensive than what you find online. So what would you do? Would you order it online and wait a couple nights to install it? Or you go across the way, grab it immediately to install it now and pay 60 bucks more? Drop the comment down below, let me know what choice you would go with. Yeah, things are changing. The consumer market is changing in a way where they're leaving people with very little choice when it comes to these older cars. It's almost like they want to force you to go with that newer vehicle that only lasts, 3 years. All right, so quite a difference between, the old alternator that was in there and the new one. It should be a quick drop and go. Make sure that these bolts do line up. Yeah, they do. Now this alternator does come with its own nut, so now I got a spare nut, which is not always a bad thing. do is just reverse everything I undid. I'm going to bring it in so you can see the tensioner pulley, what it does. Okay, it took me a minute to figure out the best angle, or at least the best possible angle, so that I can show you how easy it is to release it and pull the tension on the tensioner pulley so that you can remove and reinstall the belt. Now again, the belt goes around all these pulleys, and I have not moved anything. It is in place and ready just to basically go over the alternator pulley. Okay, all I got to do is find the hole, push down, and it's going to release the tension, and it's that easy. That's it. That belt, well, look at here, it's back to being in its normal place. Now I'll show you, this is how I removed it. Same thing. Release the tension. You can tell now it's nice and loose, and you can remove it. Okay, there it is. Set to go. Quick and painless. It's always good to take the car on a test drive after you're done. So let me tidy up, finish what I'm doing, so I can take it on that test drive. It says we're at 13.5 volts at minimum. Unfortunately, this bad boy has a battery back here, and the battery, you know, died. So I just went for the bare minimum, which is, this is a cheap little voltmeter, and it says it's that green one right there, which is 13.5 volts, which is good. Should be more than that. Definitely, it's not over the 15 volt mark where it's dangerous. So let's just take it out on a test drive. All right, guys, so it has been a couple of days since it's been 4 days, it's been a week. Okay, it's been a week. I test drove the vehicle, rides smooth, purrs like a kitten, like butter. Why do people say that? It's not like a kitten, and it's certainly not like butter. That's it. You know, it's messy. Listen, what I'm trying to say is that it's smooth as silk, and she's ready to go. So the point of my video is to show you that an average Joe can do this. Yeah, you saw me use air tools, but you know for a fact that it can be done with your normal average socket set. You don't need air tools. Air tools just speeds it up, you know, maybe by 40%, because not by much either, you know. But yeah, it's a job that anybody can do, and you don't have to have a side yard like I do, or a backyard, or a garage. You could do this even if you're parked on the street, like the side of the street. It's a quick job. So there's no excuses. There's no need for you to call that mechanic that's going to charge you $350 swap an alternator. It's super simple. Listen, I get it if it's a front-wheel drive car and the alternator somewhere in the middle or the bottom. A lot of these newer front-wheel drive cars, yeah, alternator is in a place where it is difficult to get to. Some of these, the engine has to be lifted about, you know, 4 inches, 5 inches off of one side just to get to it. So I get it. If you got a front-wheel drive vehicle, it's a little bit difficult. But something like this, wick. Stay tuned, because I am recording here and there, and when I can, I'll upload. I'll keep you posted, but only one way, shape, or form that can happen, and that's if you subscribe and hit the bell icon. Hit that little bell icon and you'll be notified. You don't have to come and check. I'm not asking you to do that. But if you subscribe, you'll be notified the moment that, you know, video comes through. So I'll do the formal way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.